So the parents are on the
All of them, they are gone. Shapile frote baya, shapile skemeses baya, neges panala mahata, abo via scheming. And then what I do, I transfer money from your account to another account. Account there, thank you, the ghost account. Account there, loring, like transfer thing, it cannot be traced. Doing those things, ke kopana le batho ba baya, the politicians, dinkabi, you know, batho ba iloreng ba phela ka yona, di dem ba bang ba own di taxi, and ba bangwe they decided to initiate me to a gang, wabo. But now when you get to the gang, first thing you have to do, you have to prove yourself. Someone handle beefy loena, you have to take them out, wabo. So then in the streets of pay, Lord man, wabo. Like in the streets of pay, my life changed forever. Something in me requires blood always. You see, even small things, tailoring like.
The real talk with Mr. Baby Powder. Your voice matters, your story lives on. The real talk with Mr. Baby.
Yo, what's up? This is P. Jones. You are now tuning in to Real Talk with Mr. Baby Powder.
Hi everyone, I am Chedi Sadikale and you are watching The Real Talk with Mr. Baby Powder.
Yeah, what the hell was Satan here? Yeah, you watching the Real Talk ya King Baby Powder.
Sani Bonel. Nepegelele The Real Talk name is Baby Powder. Imama Yazara le. Imingani ye. Viva.
Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy K for African Boy Without Borders. You are watching The Real Talk with Mr. Baby Powder. Let's like, comment, and subscribe. Let's take it to the top floor.
Batswana Suzela Mhlanje. Bafethu, welcome to the show. Libitso la ga ke Tshiamo Simunza Bafethu, proudly from Mafike Maftown. Kumuntiwa babantse mabarekena the original Killers aka Mr. Baby Powder aka Mr. Chesampa Mabona. Welcome to the show Bafethu. Usually la tseba rata comedy, but today re tle ka ntse serious Bafethu. There might be someone out there who will go through same thing going through yona. And if maybe shebile and you also want to offer maybe Tuso might be maybe ka chelete, might be ka counseling, might be ka anything I need am fela. Please feel free to contact ngwala maybe his email address mo fatshe, and then if maybe you batla go through na to him, o kana wa DM via social media platforms. But if you're first time Bafethu, welcome to the show, welcome to The Real Talk with Mr. Baby Powder. The reason why I get The Real Talk, I feel to Bafethu. So njaga rokopa nothing else but the truth. Ne? I don't the PR answer. The reason why we doing this is because of when someone out there who's going through the same thing, Jack. I was heartbroken when I get your message. Ole mo pain Jack. Whatever you're going through, Jack. And on you also believe in Jesus Morena. I still believe in Jesus Morena. I want to last time forever. Kao fela re fitile mo di le nna ke ka ba le suicidal thoughts in Jack. You understand? Sometimes we feel hopeless, mare. Whatever season le mo yone, ke just a season ya feta Jack. So some things will make sense. For now, yes, it can be difficult thing. But yeah. I start from scratch in Chaka. For those who don't know you, Kwenamang, Otwakai, and then Rectalera. It's a Kidisi Alena Bafetu. If you have any commenting or what questioning, please do so. And then he will come back at all Arabic question Bafetu. It's a but today, Rubakan to the deep. South Africa Bafetu Ebodile. So yeah, other child. It's a
Nagalibito again na Philip Mutlabi, aka P. Jones, Getlakele, Soshanguve. No, ki around Josie. So I get to be Horotman or Ngatalagai. So not growing up, and then but they were not there for me in terms of emotional support and stuff like that. So died in affectile as a child, wabo. So hang affectile as a child debiao
lo affectile ha o jang no sna
kereng batswadi ba ka ba khonong hodisa pila emotionally wabo. So ke ntho next shot ka yona growing up, like that emotional support, wabo. So that thing infostile hore ki rely from, you know, outside and stuff like that, and who rely on ntle ke yona ntho e nkawatileng because it brought in a lot of influence from bo bramangmang and stuff like that, wabo. And then that's where everything I think started going. Kere batswadi ba ka, they were there supporting me financially, wabo. But problem e kore emotionally they were not there for me. Like died e buildile a lot of anger inside of me because of agena batho ba loring when I go through stuff. Like when I go through stuff, the only thing they react ke violence towards me and stuff like that. Then it made me feel hore I'm hated, wabo. Like they make me feel like I'm different from everyone else and stuff like that. And then bathomo ba le anger e baya and yan bidela go di drugsing and bidela go crime.
ne ba le abusive.
They were emotionally abusive and physically abusive. And that then affected as a human being, as a teenager, as a man that I am today. It affected big time. Like sometimes they would tell me that I'm useless. Or, like they would say manto ring I'm good subcope. And then that also built anger towards me and it built hate. Then that's where the lote baya di thomi no senye go teng.
So the parents are no there.
All of them, they are gone.
Ba tlhokafetse.
My father, like Napila reckless. My father was a gangster or hardcore one from jail and stuff like that. So Napila reckless, and then he died. Already laga nasika, and then she died.
Sharp, let's get into it in Jaga. So how talaga crime in Jaga? Are talaga kwa tseleng go teng?
So ko social crime in ele ya hore re tshwara bo dipo, wa bo. Re tshwara bo dipo and stuff like that. So escalator from thug, gangster, mafia. So go social ele ya hore ke tshwara dipo, re a go di sabapong, re tseya di phone, re tseya di laptop, ra di baisa go taono, re share zaka. Because maybe I was like 15 years.
Was girl.
Yeah, negele was girl. So negere egitsuile ko di sabapong ile roba. Heke bo ka usane ke asgela ke tsoro ma 2.5 2000 abo. Stuff like that. And then yankosa hore after time aga atlhokofala. Yankosa hore ke movele Jozi. Hek fitla Jozi ke modilo tse baya.
Before movera, so the time in the gangster ne.
Yeah.
So o tlhokafetse yang Jaga ba mo bolei.
Time ago tlhokofetse, I don't know, na le spanning and then wa irahala, I don't know tse se irahetseng ba hannompotsa wabo. And then nabar phone etsa le go spetlele or jo time go spetlele 1 2 3 1 2 3 and then area spetlele. And then from Mo ebe ke tla Jozi ke tlile ke le ntwana because ke setse le already fela go ha ene re le 3 wabo ne le nna e le already ile time. So now ke setse le already fela aspani agespani and all that wabo ka decide or no e re ke Jozi go nyaka a better life wabo. Hek fitla Jozi not knowing hore nagere majita banthusa wabo, just like ntwana e tlang socha stuff like that wabo. Kante majita mfaka ka mara dilo tse iloreng like di tlong khawata like forever wabo, emotional ka go majita nga khopela spani. I think go fitile beke ebe majita ngintroduce or ke say mo montlung mo sebenza kanje wabo, shy fraud, shy scam and all those things wabo. Ebe ke tsena go di fraudong le scam shapile frote baya shapile scammers baya ne ke spana le mahata abo via scamming ebe agitsore ke should I unpack everything like so ka froto ne re ira bo di certificate tsa matric ne re kono go irela wabo di disk tsa license ne re kono go irela no sna ntwe re pallang go ira wabo e ne le site ya fraud so ko scamming ne ke spana le Grootman e nngwe nka se mmolele ka lebitso for safety sake wabo so the Grootman fan me yena ne le police le top official so na deal le di case tse high barking batho ba top ba wabo so na khona ntlisetsa information ore ntwana ke company le yena di Grootman via media high ne ke mirela dilo tse baya tse stout wabo so media high ya botsa demand or e ona le damano monkamitsi demand o khona wira solo song ebe ang kopantsha le demand first time kopana le yena di Grootman next sa itse re ke le gata be ke motor ex Grootman media ka ampotor media ko mpoditso wira so ke be ke motor a gira so everything ebe di Grootman go mafelong a re ejol o sa tshowa nna ke le phodisa so wabo ebe re continue
what is so I need to understand
o sa tshowa ke le phodisa re tlo span wabo so vele Grootman nantlisa tsa information ka batho ba like the manager tsa go di mining o kra ba di kidnapile wabo so case e tshwara ke yena di Grootman cause ne le wa le CID something like that na sa pare uniform o tshwana le maphodisa ma so hantlisa ditsa information e o nna girang I go through your information ebe ku phonela ke tlo sendela OTP one time pin ke na go tsela tsa khale before like go ba le security se leng teng no wabo so e go sendela OTP on your via SMS it tlo tsena via SMS mara it tlo tsena via wa ntlalwanya your banking app banking gore ne ke berekisa like if ke net bank or Absa or Standard Bank now I'm trying to log in on that thing using your information ebe that thing it already forgot password that password it ke tlo faka number ya hao yona that it tlo sendela SMS and then hey sendela SMS na ke tlo phonela ka landline 011 wabo ke go sendela ka landline if o berekisa Absa ke tlo berekisa the nearest Absa euling around wabo if maybe u go mafikeng or somewhere wabo ke tlo botsa regarding the case and o tlo believe because I have your names, I have your ID, I had what else? Your phone number, wabo. So I go to the ke bolela le smang so smangele from where and then you don't believe I get obvious go phone ka 011 ke I'm calling you from branch ya Absa 123 una le case e loring is going on and then there's someone who's trying to get inside your stuff. Can you please give me that OTP? Once you offer that OTP, I'm inside your account, wabo. And then what I do, I transfer money from your account to another account. Account there, thank you, the ghost account. Account there, like a transfer thing. It cannot be traced. It can only be traced. That account, if na loena, get transfer on both of them. I don't have to withdraw money on the same ATM. Maybe I'll withdraw on Ilof ATM, what. And I must go to Pitori, or I must go to Devon, or I must go to Free State for me to withdraw that money because she's on that Ilof, Lenage on that one. It covers everything, the whole system. So doing those things, the politicians, like that's Spanish introducing expositor to like politicians. Dinkawi, you know, but while loreng ba phela ka yona di dem ba bang ba own di taxi and all those things. So those people ne ba thusa ka dilo tse different. Wabo. So now as it grows up, okay, the fraud, okay, the scamming and stuff like that. Now, ba bangwe they decided to initiate me to a gang. Wabo. Where like it's like a group of people, you know, they live kadi principles and omong lomong na le Spanish side. So when I fitla go ganging just because can a reputation because next panel about the politicians we used to sell houses, we did a lot of stuff. So now bang introduce go ganging, that's when cause scamming is easy, bro. You just scam, we take out the money and stuff like that. But now when you get to the gang, things become difficult because now ko di ganging ba ra gona le di meda wabo, then now that's where your innocence it gets taken away by the streets wabo. So now when I get to the gang, first thing you have to do, you have to prove yourself. Someone hana le beefy lo wena, they only respond wabo is that you take them out Bantlalwane. And then that thing,
So the gang in Chaka, is it Eddie Puma 26, Puma 28?
so the gang is Kamohare, Kima 26. Outside, Bati Pizza, they're using Eleko State, sorry. We are blood brothers, wabo. Meaning, Umfoe, two, Esh, wabo, Gazlami.
I put guys.
Yeah, mongena ngegazi, mawuphuma ngegazi, yabo. So they use those principles, yabo. Kahle.
Yeah, for those who don't know, what does it mean?
What it means is that when you get in a gang, you must split blood, wabo. And then when you get out of a gang, you must be killed, braya, wabo. Because now you know a lot of things about people, but but they banale life, double life. They live double life in the dark. They do things which, babo, but cause chabing, but is time, the timer, sit sharp and stuff like that. So now when I was initiated in a gang, some of the things I don't know, you know. So now when I was
So
initiated,
how do this step Chaka? So from Budi scammer, lady fraud. What was scammer, lady fraud was to the next level?
I wanted protection because negele vulnerable, legally one. So now taking ali again, kenale protection more, abo. Negetoga protection available for now to join a game, abo. But now it's hore like iketha ke hodisitse ke batswadi ba babedi and stuff like that, wabo. I'm not really a tough guy, wabo. Actually, I was not really a tough guy. I was not really motoring like a nkantsha moya go mothong, wabo. So now when that happens, it changes my life forever, wabo, and ever, because now the streets took the innocence out of me, wabo. So now I went through a lot, Brayaga. After like that process, wabo. Now I'm having the nightmares. During the day, I have to be drugged. I have to smoke drugs. During the day, like I see Dilo, wabo. Like no, I'm starting to lose my mind.
I already understand each other, just for to be very clear. So are you saying you were forced to kill someone? You don't have to mention names, but were you forced to kill someone?
I was forced to kill someone, and also I was forced to stand on respect on other things, wabo. Respect is everything, thing. So meaning bantebeleti demons when you say you are this, but you know, mang. So that then it's igenne irang. Igenne kawata is it human being, wabo. Hori na. Everything, yeah. Igenne kawata hori. Everything, yeah. I have to be violent, you see. And then now, it's like something in me requires blood always. You see, even small things, tailoring, like we can just solve them. For me, principle, if someone mess with you, you have to take them out. So, that is indestructible pain. Like indestructible pain. My life changed forever. I'm struggling, bro, emotionally. emotional, I'm damaged. Like, I could say, what kind of a person am I? So, strata sin distoretse bophelo Rotmane, but through Modimo abo Rotman, I'm recovering abo, and then this thing is only now that I'm opening even to my little brother. My little brother, okay, he knows my life abo. But when I look at buyers and I say it's or struggle, I wish you I can't sleep. Brian, I've had innocent people in life. Babo, I cannot sleep.
So what happens in Chaka when you try to sleep?
What happens is that there's pictures that come to me about wish you, or sometimes maybe get below me during, because most of the time I'm alone. So those pictures in fact to Brian. Like for real. But this year and late last year, I'm no longer seeing things. I'm healing. But now, is that I have so much anger and I'm so cruel, Krotman. You know? So that then I want to change my life from being cruel. I want to be humble. I want to be nice. Like, I'm a nice person, I won't hate you and stuff like that. But once someone like a stepper, like that monster in me comes out, and that monster is capable of doing like a lot of stuff tailoring personally I wouldn't do. So now, and I'm in a process, therapy. I'm in a process of healing. I confronted this little boy. I left that boy there. Something else. So now I went back to fetch that innocent little boy that was innocent, loving, always happy. Rotman, you see how I look, how I live life. Ne? I'm living life caring. But I'm depressed. I'm. Someone can ask, like, Doc, you have like King Butata. I'm depressed because of there's this little boy in me. That innocent boy that needs to heal from the traumata life, the traumata strata, and all those things. So now at the moment, I'm in a process of healing. Like, look at the relationship in because I'm a gentleman, I'm very gentle, very giving and stuff, but emotionally, I'm not stable. I lack emotional intelligence. That's what I realized. Strata coloring sin destroy like. So now, as we speak, Rotmani, I just wanna divorce everything and kopansang strata, whether it's crime or my guys or 1, 2, 3. So going back to that thing, gang. Now I'm part of a gang, and then things happened and stuff like that. So nege phela ka drugs, nege phela ka alcohol, nege phela ka banyana. Bye. So that then distract from everything that I'm going through. Lack of sleep, nightmares, and all that. So now there was a time now I have to come out of a gang because I know who killed who, for what, and stuff like that, and then I cannot speak. These things can traumatize. Or like this guy family but I know who did this and why this like so now I was ready to die. I was ready to die. I beg about money. Because now these people, the only thing I got Satan also is snitching. I beg about what Rotman says, you know, and also barking betrayal. I beg about what Rotman says, who, because now I was really depressed. Like next what's going on, like, but I was something else. You see now, this is the grace of God. I was something else. I beg about on everything. they allowed me to go, but there were a lot of people by ring they couldn't allow to go. Ba shwele ba ba bolaile ntwana tsa ka tse go hotseng le tsona. Ha mpona ke le so, a ke na show me I'm alone. All my boys they killed them because of they were scared hore ba tlo bolela 1 2 3 1 2 3 wabo. So then I was prepared to ke sate as long I'm done serving the streets and wabo, because like when you're in a gang Rotmanami number it's why anytime wabo, just there's people valuing they are highly ranked bansa number anytime or okay re batla wira so okay re batla wabon, it's like your life is no longer yours, you are controlled by people because of una letso la re batla mpolaya or they will kidnap your kids and wabo dilo tse bjao. So it got to a point where letso la ka like libile nam wabo e be ke ba botsora ba fethu nna kopela ho tswa, I won't say anything and wabo I think in 22 sitting is because of the chiefty wabo mo ne ke bloma go teng ka chiefta, so that thing I couldn't no ban kreye le no bra ga ne life ya ka actually I'm not 100% free wabo. Everywhere I go I can't even post the poster tsa then tsa the shows. I can't even post a location. Maybe we're able to go Rosebank. Okay, I can't because I feel like somewhere somehow someone is looking at me and they're just waiting for me to mess up and then they can get me. Wabo. Because
so now one thing ka go fakazela ngayo ni jaga 100% you know the snitch I want mention mabitso a batho and nna jaga re go ga le tso go mfitso ahora ha ona difference I'm one of the friends jaga. One thing I was telling you, when it comes to the show, you choose. It's about what to buy and feel to marry. You choose when it comes to the friends. There's a reason why I've been talking to you more for I think about 2 years now. You understand?
3 years.
Yeah. So you part of the family, yeah. So never ever say what I want to do in China. I won't count as one of the friends from today.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah. So you know the snitch. So whoever is watching this buffet too, if maybe only snitch out to mention in my video, I mention a mix, even then myself, Anshala mix. I don't know anything about it too. So yeah, we'll continue.
So I left the gang vele and then I started going to churches. But negeta bahulela. This story is first time I mention it to people, wabo. Like negeta bahulela because negeto jajiwa. You know, like church people they don't understand somewhere. Wabo. So I went to churches, banrapella, wabo. But that thing also I couldn't tusa. But in two seats somewhere. That you bike, you cannot cut the bad habits like drugs, alcohol. I don't consume it like that. Like you cannot cut like women and stuff like that. But now there was this little boy in me, oil ring like he was always crying for help. Next time of your attention. So me having conversation limudimu like praying a lot, you know, fasting and stuff like that. I didn't to see hore. They cannot confront like my biggest fear. My biggest fear was confronting that little boy because anxiety, I always had mixed emotions, you know, going through what I went through. Anxiety or one day when I'm becoming soft, negative over soft, you know, or like when I get over soft, what's gonna happen? Because I'm used to be tough, I'm used to, you know, gangsters and respect, I'm used to. So now get over soft story. What if I become soft? Banyana batontel advantage, hekeba softy, majita tontella, and 1 2 3. So that then give fear yamang lemang oil ring, maybe strata simofile power and stuff.
Yeah.
So now I chose to be soft, rotmaniaga. No, but wakono lon roa, someone konon roa, even I apologize. Why? Because I choose to be soft, humble, a fool, like all these things tailoring dito. I don't want to be triggered because now
Yeah, rather be bad.
heke se soft ka trigger nege trigger rotmani, the monster comes out and I hate them. I hate my, you know, kidding. Lately I love myself, but I used to hate myself. Abo, I'm like, dog, I hate you. You are a monster. You are not a human being, and all those things. Abo. So, me being a monster and stuff, ka trigger, like disrespect is something I cannot take. But lately, since I confronted that little boy in me, kakona who paini, maragira and kids are hurry. It's fine. God knows. God forgive this person. So that thing helps me a lot. So now, what I can say is that I'm in a better position from where I was. I believe Mudimu ontshwaretse for the bitaka tsotso tletse ke dirileng for batho bo tle ba go Christian botlhoko mo lefatsheng ke believe Mudimu ontshwaretse. And then going forward, I just want to give my life to God, be in the house of God, because if you are in the house of God, it's not easy for Satan to snatch you back in the streets. They cut everything that it can trigger. All these bad guys, they were in my life. I'm influence off.
And in Jaga, if you remember, I can say that much about Bible in Jaga, but Mudimu have a perfect in Jaga. If you remember stories of Moses who ila bola mo to Jaga, and then he ran away. And then I spent the very same guy who save us a child. Oh man. So I go share about faith to screening. You want two guys. When this other guy come after, you know, never get domba. You know, good looking man, but I just told doing faith. If I saw up or a police station, I'll fit out a get domba and they won't even do anything. That's how I know. Oh man. And at the same time, you look like him. Oh man. So as at the end of the world in Jaga, Jesu ke Morena, just no fellow Jesu ke Morena in Jaga. Oh man. So Jesu ke Morena and faith, whatever you've been through, what about sharp? So before the call in Jaga, I'll fair messaging
to the
especially the gang.
To the upcoming generation here, especially in Toana Tenyang. Negi wisha hokare they can have like a relationship limudimu at a young age. It's not worth it in faith to be tough. It's not worth it. So they can have a relationship limudimu at a young age. Build from there. That's the only way more lifing yalijita avoiding body jail, crime, and all these things. Tailoring later on, it's either they're gonna break you as a man emotionally, they're gonna destroy your life. You will never have the same life because of the mentioning. So now my message is that like I've never sold anyone out before. That's why I'm still alive. And stuff like that. But then now pain and then me talking about this thing like young healer, young Tusa. So if someone he knows, they know the rules. I'm still the man that I am, just that I no longer go by their books and all that. Snitching, like you snitch, you die. You lie, you die. So meaning I'm not a snitch, I'm not all those things, but I just wanna be a good person for myself, for my kids, for and everyone life. I'm just doing this for me, not who maybe get snitch about 2 or 1, 2, 3. No. Thank you so much.
Just know that the more you talk about something, the more it makes you feel better. And I know therapy is not easy. Personally, I left therapy. Okay, so I was saying that therapy is not usually easy because therapy is where you have to confront yourself also and hold yourself accountable to say that the choices that you made might have contributed to your pain. But above it all, the more you talk about something, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you don't even have to talk to someone. You can just open your phone and go to your chat. You know, you can text yourself, right? And then record a voice note and tell yourself that you forgive yourself that you're okay and you're gonna be fine. Because after all, I think it's much more harder for men to heal because you guys are taught not to cry, you're taught not to voice out your pain and everything. And I'm really proud of you that you were able to come on a platform and talk about what broke you, because it's not a lot of men. And June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So I can gladly say that you are on the right track and you are seen, you are heard, and we sympathize with you. And if there's anything that you ever gonna need, whether it's someone to talk to, like he said, he's your friend, you can always text him. You can always reach out to the people that care about you, that want to listen. Because even if you are a man, you're still human and you have feelings. And like you said, you do have depression. It's not an easy thing to go through, especially if you are alone.
You're gonna be fine.